Do you think I'm a good sister?
No.
Bro, why?
You're my sister. You're mean to me.
Not all the time. Bro, we live in different states.
You're saying this because you're on a podcast.
No, we live in different states. How I mean to you. I mean to you when you're failing your classes, yeah.
I'm not failing.
A D.
It's not failing.
That's a D, it's failing.
F is failing.
A D is failing.
For you it is, because you're an A+ child.
Right, I am.
Shut the hell up. You're literally doing your career is in only. You can't be talking shit. You're selling pictures of whatever. You can't be saying shit. All that studying was for what? For what?
He stood on business. Little bro stood on business.
What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you call me up.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, what a hell of a start. What a hell of a start, ladies and gentlemen. That is a wow. OnlyFans is taking over. It has taken over, and it has destroyed the lives of many. It has made the lives of many, but it has destroyed the lives of even more people. And there's no, better example than this. I mean, to sit up there and have the audacity to have a podcast with your little brother, knowing that he gets picked on in school because you online getting your intestines rearranged in 4K for $3.99 a month, man. Stop playing. And little bro stood on business. I understood. I'm glad I ain't got no sisters, man. I'm glad I don't have no sisters, because I'll be out here fighting every day of the week. Just imagine you beating your homeboy in Madden, blowing him out 21-0, skunk. He gotta pass the remote. And you say, "Give me my money," and he hits you up and say, "You know what? At least my sister ain't getting her backside blown out on the line." Oh hell no! It's an evil world we live in. It's an evil world we live in. But here's the thing. That's not even the story that I came to talk to y'all about when it comes to OnlyFans. Get a load of this doozy.
A Florida mom at odds with other parents over a controversial decal on her car.
She says there's nothing illegal about advertising her OnlyFans account, but it's causing a stir at her kid's private Christian school. Janice has a story from the newsroom.
This is what I am looking at when I pull up behind one of these vehicles.
Facebook messages, complaints, and TikToks.
You ban a vehicle.
Taking the front row pew at a private Christian school.
Not just a tiny little emblem on the back of a car. It is taking up the entire back windshield of two vehicles.
Lexi Thomas is a parent at Liberty Christian who wants this ad on another parent's car to stay off campus. That other parent is Michelle Klein, and what she has is an OnlyFans.
Well, it's definitely linked to, explicit content, adult content for sure.
Klein, who goes by Piper Fawn, says OnlyFans is her business and way of life.
My husband and I have this, little wild, behind closed doors lifestyle that we've now decided to share.
But not all parents want what Klein is sharing. Shared at school, with some moms complaining to Klein and the school, telling her not to use the main entrance and instead drop her kids off across the street.
I was forced to have to take it off or not come on campus.
But parents at this private school say there's a simple solution if Klein wants to use the main drop-off.
Why not take the decal off?
And that would seem like an easy thing to say, for sure. But for me, it supports my family. This provides a very comfortable way of life for us. And it's legal. I pay taxes just like everyone else, but I'm not breaking the law. I just offended people.
That's a distraction to my children. And no matter how poorly or how good I parent, porn is there. And if that's kind of the first thing they're seeing when they're going into a place that should be educating them.
Klein says she wants the school, at the very least, to provide someone to help her kids get across the street safely.
The Florida mom banned from the car line at her kid's school because of her OnlyFans decal is now looking for a brand new school for the kiddo.
Not OnlyFans. Sally Vack is here in the studio with what's trending, and obviously we know that story is certainly trending, Sally.
Yes, the latest development is that this private Christian school in Florida has expelled her children. Michelle Klein says she has had her explicit OnlyFans site advertised on her car for a year, but recently another mom complained and school leaders told her she could not drive on school property anymore. After that, she added a larger decal, and now this week the Kleins got a letter saying the family's enrollment has been immediately terminated. It also says the board would consider bringing them back if Klein removes the OnlyFans decal, but she says that's not happening.
It's definitely not for kids, but there's a paywall that you can't access unless you have ID and a credit card.
Well, school leaders said that she refused to, quote, repent after breaking an agreement the parents signed at enrollment, which says a parent or student that causes, quote, unresolved disharmony and conflict can be expelled. On social media, as you can imagine, there is both support for Klein and for the school. Some arguing she didn't break the law, she just offended people, while others say this is a private school, a private Christian school, and they are allowed to have their own rules, and this does not belong on that kind of campus.
Yeah, how evil, how soulless, how absolutely moralless, shameless you have to be to sacrifice the education of your children so you can promote your OnlyFans. That's nasty business. That's nasty business. Couldn't be me. Well, of course it can't be me because ain't nobody trying to see my ass cheeks out on OnlyFans. But if I was a woman, it couldn't be me. Couldn't be my mama. Glad my mama ain't on OnlyFans because don't get me wrong, it's some 50-year-olds out here on OnlyFans. It's getting wild out here in these streets. Guys, what do we do about this? How can we convince women? Like, that is insane to me. Your children already at school getting picked on. You coming to school with the decal on the back? Like, yeah, like this my mama, her back getting blown out live in 4K. All you got to do is have a phone and $3.99 and you good. At a Christian school? I'm not even Christian, guys. I'm not even Christian. And I'm offended for the Christian. That is blasphemy. That is blasphemy. And you know, big shout out to the parents who stood for something, because nowadays, especially in education, parents ain't standing for nothing. They just letting anything happen to children, especially in these public schools. But well, I shouldn't be surprised. This is a private Christian school, and that's why they're able to, you know, and basically impede on her First Amendment.
You stupid.
Her freedom of speech rights, because it's a private institution. Remember that. Law only applies to the government. You know what I'm saying? You can't compel your speech. So they said, get your ass off our campus. Now they gave you a bone. They gave you a bone, right? This is what's so blasphemous to me. They gave you a bone. They could have kicked you out to begin with, but they said, you know what? Just stop bringing it on campus. And so you start bringing it on campus, and then you started to complain even more. Like, yo, can you come at least have somebody walk my children across the street? Bitch, no. You lucky you even here. And then you decided to go to the news. You thought that was going to do what to a private institution? You thought that was going to stop us from getting our bag? You do realize that everyone who's paying us our money are the ones who voted your ass off the campus. They're the ones who came in our office and said, hey, yo, you got to get this from in front of our kids. And let's talk about how nasty of an individual you have to be to think it's appropriate to even have that around children, around your own kids, much less my kids or her kids or his kids. You know, Candace Owens once said that the women are becoming perverted in this country. And it's proven to be much true. This is another example of a grown woman thinking it's appropriate to advertise adult content in front of children. But they continuously perpetuate the narrative that men are the perverts, men are the problem, men is this, that, and the third. Guys, it's the women right now. I ain't saying the men have never been, but I'm telling you right now, the women are absolutely tearing this country apart. Something's got to be done. If there can be laws put in place to protect women from being sexually exploited, there should be laws put into place to protect children from being sexually exploited by women by means of trying to extract content from them and their attention, because it ain't the same. Just because she's not physically touching these children, and don't get it twisted, there seems to be a large uptick of female teachers who are touching kids nowadays. Now, granted, I ain't gonna be no hypocrite. If you 16 and you beating your teacher back in, I ain't endorsing it. I'ma turn the other cheek. I know that sounds hypocritical, but I ain't gonna sit here and act like that one is choice. But I'm talking about little children that ain't even thinking about sex. There has to be laws put in place to protect children from perverted actions from women trying to advertise their OnlyFans. If a child can get a hold of their parents' debit card to make a purchase on Fortnite, or Roblox, they can damn sure get a hold of their parents' debit card to make a purchase on OnlyFans. I can see a butthole for $3.99. Tag me. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I'll talk about it.
Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib, look like Dracula's mansion, my baby.